Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Impact Media Presents At Home Sports Tips with me, Jeremy the Impact York. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As you guys can tell, we're probably going to do something golf related today. Got my backup putter here, my normal putter. I don't want to get it excited yet. Hadn't been able to get out and play like I normally would. Golf has ran in my family for many generations. We just like to leisurely play. If any of us took it seriously, I mean, I got a cousin that did some really good things, and if he'd have stuck with it, he could. I mean, he probably would have done pretty well. Probably would have made a couple events here and there. He's really good, but I just figured that since we're all at home, we're all stuck at home. Even those that are able to get out, day gig gets me out a little bit here and there. But I figure the best thing to do is to help teach you guys some things you can work on, as well as some actual, some things that are going to improve your game. It's not just golf, trust me. We're going to do some other things coming up here soon, but I wanted to do golf first. Now I'm going to try to get into some of this here. Let's see, can you see my setup? Actually, you can. Cool. And yes, in case you don't have one of these, let me get slightly out of the way. In case you don't have one of these setups, I had to dig this one out of storage, actually. I forgot I had it. In case you don't have one of these, you could easily do the carpet in your home. Use a cup. Doesn't have to be a glass. In fact, you might shatter glass if you hit it too hard. But if that's all you have, that's all you have. If not, a plastic cup can do the same thing. You just tilt it over. That way when you hit it, it'll pop up. It should be good. It'll give you something to practice on. Now, some of the things I'm going to get into here, and I hope you guys can still hear me when I do some of these. Alright, let's see. Let's move these out of the way. Move these out of the way real quickly. Now, the first thing is all about technique. What you're going to want to do. I'm going to kind of do it here, and then I'm going to show you over there. What you want to kind of do is you want to get this pendulum motion going. Now, you don't want to putt like this, but you want to get where it's just going to almost free flow, because the worst thing you can do when you're putting is stop as soon as you hit the ball, because you have no idea where it's going to go. It's not going to go in the line you're looking for, because you want to get this pendulum motion. Let's do that here. As you guys can tell, you can do the regular grip. I'm right-handed. You can do the people do the inverted grip. I saw that a lot on the ladies tour. It just depends on what works for you. I used to putt like this because you can actually get that motion going. You see this motion? And some people say keep your arms straight. Some people say keep one straight and the other one is the pendulum. You can do it however is best for you. The best thing to do, though, make sure you're getting this motion. This motion. You can move your hips a little bit if you want. You can stay completely still. I find that using your hips gives you a little bit of power into it, but you definitely want to get into it there. Now, if you want, you can just sit around and you can just work on the pendulum motion until you feel comfortable. You feel the grip that you want to grip. Like I said, there's this grip. Some people do the inverted grip, which would be your dominant hand on the bottom. Some people point fingers. Some people, I've seen people interlock their fingers. So many different things you can do. But once you get that pendulum motion down, when you line up your ball, you look at your target, and you want to get that, you want to see, kind of like in bowling, you try to find that line that you're wanting to follow. The straight line, the straightest line. We all know that. The shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. In golf, that's 100% of what you want. Well, 90% of what you want to do. There's a couple times you may not want to do that, but you want to keep that pendulum motion. You want to get that straight line going here. Now I'm going to hit a few. We're going to see how this goes from here, and don't feel bad. I'm not going to hit every shot. You're not going to hit every shot, but feel comfortable that every time you line up to the ball, you feel like you can hit that shot, because if you can't, don't take the shot. Let's see. Let's line one up here. These are just regular everyday golf balls. There's nothing special about them. I'm not going to tell you what logo is on the side of them because they do not sponsor me. If you would like to sponsor me with your golf brand, you know how to find me. Move these out of the way. Now, I'm going to move back from the ball. I'm going to get this pendulum motion down. I'm going to figure out exactly how hard I want to hit it, because sometimes you may want to do a little one. Sometimes you may have a bigger one. But then you line up to the ball. Sometimes there's markers on there. Sometimes I don't use the markers so much. But you line up, you want to put the ball somewhere in between you, like in the middle of where you're standing, like you're looking directly over the ball. Get comfortable, find your line. I see the line that I want to hit it in. I'm going to hit it for that left hole back there. And you just come with a backswing, you just follow through. And see, I hit the lip, it rimmed out. I still believe I can hit that shot. Let's line up a second one. Let's do the same thing. I'm going to get back here. I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to figure out how much I want to put into this. I'm going to line up to the ball. See, now I hit the other side. I've overcompensated. Those kinds of things happen. Once again, I don't feel discouraged. You shouldn't feel discouraged, rather. Here's the pendulum. We're going to line it up. We're going to look for our line. And had that ball not been there, I probably would have hit it. But as you can see, putting is not nearly as hard as people make it out to be. If you find yourself even on a miniature golf course, think the same way. Back up from the ball, get that pendulum motion going. You want to get the pendulum motion going. You want to feel comfortable with your grip. If you don't, back out of it, start over. Like baseball. You don't feel comfortable, don't take a swing. But to get the pendulum motion, you want to get that lined up. You want to get that straight path where you see where you're going to hit it. Miniature golf can be different because you're going to hit it off different obstacles sometimes, but you want to get that line of where you are aiming. You want to make sure the ball is going in that general direction, and you want to make sure to get the ball there. That's something my dad always said, don't leave it short. Make sure you hit it enough to get there. So I believe that's going to do it for our first lesson there. There'll be many more to come. We're going to do all kinds of different sports, all kinds of different things. Who knows what else we're going to do. But Jeremy the Impact York, this has been Add-On Sports Tips with me. Thanks to Impact Media. We will see you guys next time. Go practice your putting.